That foreign aid package also includes billions of dollars for allies, including Israel and Taiwan.
The Senate is expected to pass the package as soon as Tuesday. President Biden says he will immediately sign it. WGN's Sean Lewis explains how it could help.
The House will be in order.
The vote Saturday in the U.S. House showed rare bipartisan cooperation and set up a showdown between Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson and the far-right flank of his own party.
This is a speakership that is completely over with.
Critics like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who threatened to file a motion to vacate Johnson as Speaker, did not immediately do so. She believes, though, any aid package should be tied to border security.
Washington betrayed the American people by sending $93 billion to support foreign wars while doing nothing, absolutely nothing to secure our border. That is a complete betrayal.
The protests from the far right had stalled aid for months, allowing Russian forces to make advances into Ukraine.
If you want American military members to stay out of the fight with Russia, help Ukraine.
I think America is back on offense.
The three separate bills provide roughly $95 billion in foreign aid, more than $60 billion going to Ukraine, $26 billion to Israel, and about $8 billion to Taiwan and the Indo-Pacific. It also provides for humanitarian aid to Gaza.
There's a lot of support for the bill in the Senate. I think it is quite likely to pass in the Senate when it comes over on Tuesday.
I would like to say thanks to the Congress for the bipartisan support.
On Meet the Press, Ukraine's president expressed gratitude for the long-delayed aid package and renewed hope to bolster defenses against Russia.
I think this support will really strengthen the armed forces of Ukraine. And we will have a chance for victory if Ukraine really gets the weapons system, which we need so much.
I disagree with Speaker Johnson on many issues and have been very critical of him, but he did the right thing here.
Some Democrats even vowing to support Johnson's speakership through the end of the current term to avoid more chaos from the far right if it calls to vacate, like it did with Kevin McCarthy less than 7 months ago.
I don't think everything in politics needs to be transactional. I think here you have Speaker Johnson, who not only put this up for a vote, but he also separated the bills, which I thought was courageous. He let people vote their conscience on Taiwan, on the offensive aid to Israel, on Ukraine, and I give him credit for that.
When the motion to vacate is threatened every week in the Congress, that is being abused. And I think we need to fix that. That is a tool that's being abused by a minority when the majority of my conference don't agree with them.
As the vote in the Senate is set to happen this week, Ukraine awaits the badly needed weapons this bill will provide.
And I would like to say thanks to Speaker Johnson and President Biden. Indeed, it is so important, this support from the United States of America.
Sean Lewis, WGN News.